Hello everyone and welcome back to Coloring with Haley. It is the end of March, so it is finally time for our colored pages. And I think I managed to get done more pages than what I thought I would, despite it being a very busy month. And I have some new lights up, so we're going to see how those look. So I did a page in the 50 Romantic Miniatures by Camellia Angelkova. And I did this simple page here with the swing set. And there is a little bit of glitter on the candles there, just to make the fire shine. And I've started doing these with my Bic markers because the lines on these are so thin that I really just can't use the Ohuhu markers and Cali Art markers like I want to. Next up, I did a page in Bad Fairies. I haven't done a page in this book for a while, and I kind of forgot that I owned it, to be honest. So I went back into the page in it this month. And I did this one right here. I think this may have been the first page I colored for March. There is some glitter on here too, of course, on the flowers on her body. And this is paint around her wings. I wanted her to have kind of like dragonfly wings, so they're a little bit see-through. Next, I did a page out of Futuristic World, which I just posted in books that I haven't colored in, but would like to in 2021. And then Candace messaged me and told me she had this book and she hasn't seen a lot of people on YouTube with this book and she'd like to do a buddy color. So I said, yeah, I'll do a buddy color, because if someone else picks the page out of this book for me, then I'm more likely to color it. I just could never decide what I wanted to do in this book. So she picked out this page here, and this is the page we did. I think it's supposed to be like a robot towering over these like batteries or cell blocks. I'm not sure. I don't think they're buildings like a city, but I did them rainbow and the robot in gray. And the markings on the robot are done in glitter. This is kind of a tall book, but it turned out really good. I don't think I've ever colored in a Creative Haven book before, so I really liked how the markers laid down on this paper. It's very smooth. And I'll make sure to link Candace and her channel down below. Next, I colored in Inklings, which was one of the new books I bought this month. Inklings by Tanya Bond. And for my very first ever page, I did La Princesse Grenouille, I think is how you pronounce that. The Frog Girl, to simply put it. Of course I was going to do this page first. I just love it. The little frogs on her shoulders are so cute. I love that they are dressed up as well. And there is a lot of glitter on this one, so it's in the jewels, in her hair, it's on her crown. The frogs have glittery crowns as well. And I used some white marker to make their ruffles on their outfits stand out just a little bit more. But I really like how this turned out, and I had a lot of fun coloring it, so I may end up picking up the rest of her books. And then, of course, I did another page out of Sci-Fi Babes. I've been working through it. We're getting there on finishing this book. This is Atomic Ashley. And Atomic Ashley is 108 robot years old. She's currently living on the planet of storms, and she loves a rainy day. So, I did this one in greens and blues, and actually, her hair is two different colors of blue. I started out coloring this side with one of my Cali Art markers, and it was kind of going dead on me, and I didn't think that I would be able to color this other side of her hair, which is way bigger, so I thought, well, I could use two different shades of blue, like she's kind of got it split down the middle, and I actually think it turned out really well. I especially love how her lips turned out. I used a blue marker on those, and there's a little bit of grayscale there, so it shows up really nicely, and a little bit of paint on her lips and on her neck, which to me had a different texture than her skin, so I thought it was like a robot neck. These circles were here, and I just did them in like kind of a green color, and the coating or wire kind of things that are on her face I went ahead and did in my gel pens with glitter, and same for her nose ring. I'm really happy with how she turned out. She looks awesome. Next up, I've got my Chimney Girls grayscale, and I did both of these kind of toward the beginning of the month. So first I did this elf page here, and this one took me a while to do because it's kind of a busy page. There are a lot of little details on this page. I think I mainly used my Cali Art and Ohuhu markers for this one. And I did put quite a bit of glitter on this one as well, so both of the butterflies are glittery, and then there is some glitter on parts of her outfit, and up here on the jewel on her head we have some glitter as well. And I do really like how this one turned out despite it being so busy. I think I was able to make it a nice cohesive picture. And then I did a little girl who is gardening, because it is about time for us to plant everything. I actually ordered some strawberry plants online. I've got about 50 of them, and they came in a little bit too soon. We're not done with our frost here where I live, so I had to plant them all in individual planters so I can bring them in for now. But I think next week we are past our frost threat and I can finally get those in the ground. This one was fun to do. Again, this is Ohuhu and Cali Art markers, and I don't think I put too much. Yeah, there's just a little bit of glitter on the clips in her hair. And there is some white paint. You can hear my dog coming up the stairs, sorry about that. There's some white paint on her shoelaces, and I did these flowers here in the Milky Pop gel pens. My only complaint is I wanted her to have a little bit of a more tan skin tone, like she'd been working out in the sun, and I realized that I don't exactly have tan markers. I have really light skin tones and really dark ones, so I need to get some skin tone markers that are kind of in the middle. Otherwise, I'm really happy with how this page turned out. And we are working through this book. We are almost done with it. And I'm excited to be done with it and do a big flip through of every page in it that I've ever colored. Okay, so now I've got the Pastel Goth coloring book that's been making its rounds on YouTube. I went out and bought it because I liked it. And I did these cherry skulls here because I just really liked this page. I don't know, there's something about it that I really liked. So I did the skulls here as cherries, and I used a lot of white paint to make everything look nice and shiny. Pretty sure I just used my Ohuhu markers on this one. And I did the little stars. I don't think they're pentagrams because they're not in circles. I don't know. It's been a while since I've watched Supernatural, so I don't really recognize all of the symbols and stuff. I recognize some of them. But they are all done in the red glitter. If they'll show up. There we go. And I made the goo beneath them green. And I did the rainbow in grays because, I don't know, I didn't want to do it in rainbow. It didn't feel like a rainbow that was supposed to be, you know, a lot of colors. But I really like how this page turned out, and I can't wait to do more in this book. I like the big lines. It makes the pages nice and simple and easy to do. Okie dokie, so I also did a page, well, I did 2 pages technically, I suppose. In the Whimsy Girls Celebrate the Holiday, I did the March pages, and I got these done pretty early into the month. The first one was for St. Patrick's Day. And I think I've said it before, I don't know how I feel about coloring the stuff that's in lighter gray in the background. It feels weird to color it because it's not the super thick dark gray line, so I just left those blank. And I still think the image ended up turning out really well. I tried to use just as many green colors as I could. And I tried to do her freckles. It turned out okay, I think. I don't know, I would have liked it if it was done a little bit differently, I think. And of course, there is a lot of gold glitter on the gold in her pot there. And then we have the Mardi Gras page, which I think turned out way better. I really liked doing this one. I've never been to Mardi Gras, and I'm not really familiar with what Mardi Gras celebrates, but I do know that anytime I see Mardi Gras images, they always seem to be purple and green and gold. So I tried to use only those colors, obviously, aside from, you know, her skin tone and her hair and eyes. But I do think this turned out really awesome. I even did the confetti in those same colors. And I used a lot of glitter on her mask and for her beads as well. And I just really, really love how this one turned out. It turned out so good. So I'm excited to do April's. I know Easter is the first one coming up. And I'm going to jump on that as soon as I can. And then I did a page out of 50 spring miniatures because it's a new book for me. And I did this one. I did this door. And like I said, I've been trying to use my Bic markers and my Staedtler really fine tip markers. And I did a lot of glitter on this one. as well. I just thought that the door required a lot of glitter. I tried to make this here look like it was stained glass. I know some people do the white stained glass and some people do the black stained glass, but I think I like the look of the black stained glass a little better. And I do think it turned out pretty good. Ugh, there we go. Overall, I'm happy with this, and I think it is easier to use the finer markers in this. It takes a little longer, of course, but I think the pages turn out better. And so, for the final one, you guys could probably guess what it is. Ta-da! It's the World of Mice stained glass coloring book. I'm happy to say that we are done with all of the vertical images, that is the upright images in it, and now we can move on to the landscape ones. Let me find where... Okay, I think this is where we start out. Okay, I think so. This page here with the mice on the books and with the ink. Yeah, that seems right. I think that's the first page I colored sometime earlier in the month. These are still super cute. Still having a fun time coloring them. I managed to do 3 this month just because I wanted to finish all the upright ones, so still on track to finish this book this year, and I haven't gotten tired of coloring in it. Next was this picture, which I have been waiting to get to because I am, like I said, trying to do them in order, except for when there is a holiday. I'll skip ahead and do that holiday on time. But I've been waiting to get to this cheese page. I love this one. It's just super cute. There's just something about it. So I did this one. And then I did this one. And I don't know if I like the background on this one. The colors were supposed to be dark violet and dark blue, and I just don't think that those two colors go together very well. I don't know. What do you guys think? The picture itself is fine. I just don't think that they picked good choices on the background on this one personally. So that's all the upright pages because I did this one back on Halloween. So when I start back, we will be working on these horizontal pages. And I just wanted to point out, I have it marked back here. There is a horizontal page for Easter. These aren't numbered, but it is kind of more towards the back. They are painting eggs, and there's a little Easter chick. So I'm going to skip ahead and do that one for Easter. So let's see how many pages I colored this month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pages. That's pretty much a page every other day. I just knocked the camera, sorry. Which seems about right. I've kind of been busy with college, so that's a pretty good track record, I think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and look out on the channel for an Easter video.